If you do not know the formula of becoming a public speaker, watch this video. In next 1.5 to 2 minutes, I'm going to be explaining to you how did I become a public speaker. So I was someone who always wanted to be seen, always wanted to be heard. I had a strong desire to become a public speaker. Always. I wanted to be seen, but I was a very shy guy. I was an introvert person. And even from the schooling time, when I will look at the people, I would be scared. I will just stay away from a lot of people. I don't know why, but I had a lot of shyness, possibly because of the upbringing. Now, when I came to Delhi, as you know my story, right? I was not a good communicator. I was mocked. I was laughed at. But because I wanted to become a public speaker, so I realized that the only way is I have a strong desire. Now I have to learn the skill. So I went on to learn the skill, and I still remember my first event, month of June. Everybody was precipitating in the hall. I was invited in a college to speak. I went there, and it was a 30-page long presentation. I started giving it, and I realized that 90% of the people were not interested in listening to me. Some people were talking to each other, some people were hanging on their phone, and the only 5 to 10% possibly like me, coming from small towns, who were like interested, like actually learning the subject. The presentation was on entrepreneur. Believe me, I completely bored the audience. I was not even convinced with myself. I did not even charge the amount of money. I did not even ask for it because I knew I was not convinced with that performance. But you know what? I badly needed that performance. That event, that public speaking engagement taught me few lessons. Lesson number one, unless you experience the real audience, unless you come and speak in front of people, you will never understand the real thing. You will never be able to overcome your fear. The second lesson that I learned, that in presentation and public speaking, it is not about speaking out of what you know. It is about speaking out of what other people wants to understand and hear. And the third thing, I had no intelligence about the audience. I went up there and there were a lot of bunch of students, and I started speaking about a serious topic without any entertainment, without any humor, and that completely bored the people. I learned that when you go to any event, first understand who is your audience, and according to the audience you have to prepare your speech. Lesson number 4 was that don't keep your content too lengthy. Keep it short and say whatever you want to say. Include a lot of stories and a little bit of humor, so that you remain entertaining. If you end up doing a long presentation without any activities, any humor, and without any planning and preparation, your presentation tend to go monotonous. And remember, the biggest lesson that I learned is you can only become something when you put yourself into that completely and make mistake and learn from those mistakes.